Welcome back to Red Business in Focus with thanks to Cork's local enterprise offices, where we're sharing Cork success stories. And this week we've got Rose O'Donovan from KMC Lawnturf in the spotlight. It's a lawn turf business based in Kinsale who grow and harvest lawn turf for anyone who wants a lawn instantly or wherever they might want a bit of grass. Now, Kieran McCarthy started the business in 2000 after an idea for lawn turf sparked with him after working in the grounds of all places of the Olympics in Sydney. So it's amazing to see where good business ideas evolve from. You're very welcome to the programme,
Thank
Rose.
you,
How
Jonathan.
are you?
Thank you, very good. Thank
I mean,
you.
I've kind of given a summation of it there, but like always, we give people 30 seconds to tell us a little bit about what you do. Off with you.
Okay, so we're KMC Lawnturf. So we are a lawn turf company based in Kinsale, and we have acres of lawn that we maintain to a golf course standard. So so we supply that lawn then to people who are literally looking for an instant solution. So if you say bought a new house or you have built a new extension and you have a mess literally outside your window, so you call me literally and or you order online and your lawn gets delivered on a pallet, freshly harvested locally. And so some people do it themselves, some people use landscapers. So you literally within a couple of hours you have a beautiful lush green lawn outside your door.
Let's park it there now for fear of ruining the clock altogether.
Right.
But it's a really clever idea. Look, I remember when doing my own grass, watching it grow, it was painful. Watching it grow kind of in patches was even more painful. Eventually, you kind of get something resembling a lawn. But the thing we'd have been told years ago was, sure, look, that'll never take. You'll be pulling that up after 6 months. How do you make it last?
Well, so KMC Lawnturf, we have a turf that has, it comes with soil. So literally an inch of soil comes with it. So it's really a very durable lawn turf. Some turfs are sand-based, say, and they're much lighter. So we offer a lovely, rich soil-based turf. So it really does take, literally, I mean, this time of year you'd be cutting your lawn in 5 days, you know. It takes straight away. You can walk on it, use it straight away. You mightn't have a big dog pulling it, straight away, but you can certainly use the lawn immediately. Yeah,
so it has longevity. Now, there's different types of grass out there. Have you decided this particular blade is the one that we want to put down, or is it a mix?
It's a mix, right, Jonathan? So we use Agway Milling Company. We sit down, we spoke to them even 12 months ago, 18 months ago when we were sowing our last lot of turf. And they come and they talk, they're specialists, and that's who we hire then. They are experts in, and they mix the seed for us. We tell them what we want, and from experience then it changes slightly every time because we try to perfect it. But we just offer one premium type of lawn. That's it. We keep it simple.
One size fits all, but it's a good size. That's the most important thing.
Top quality.
Tell me about Kieran working in Sydney. I mean, this was the genesis of this idea. So it's a long way from Sydney to Kinsale. So how did that happen?
Yeah. So Kieran is a farmer. By trade, he's a dairy farmer, so the land was there, and it's something before my time now, right? But so it just went from strength to strength. In the last couple of years, we have invested, right? So we've bought a new farm. We've invested in a new turf harvester. So, and that's where then obviously Leo came in because they support us then in growing the business. So we've really expanded in the last couple of years.
So tell us a little bit about the supports from the local enterprise office, because obviously you had a great idea, you knew there was a market for it, but bringing it to market is always tricky. So what did the local enterprise office do for you?
They're fabulous, right? I mean, it's like when someone told me about them, and since then, that was probably about 2-3 years ago. So I have done a mentor programme with Grania Carmody actually in Carrigaline, and I did a digital start as well. And then when the Green for Micro programme came up, I said, oh my God, that's something that I would really be into. So I did it, and absolutely fantastic.
You mentioned the Green for Micro scheme there. Now that kind of obviously applies to green grass, but you benefited a lot from that, did you?
Absolutely. That was a very valuable programme. We did a lot. So we were kind of wondering, what do we do that impacts the environment? And to understand, well, how can we reduce it? Or if we can't reduce it, how can we compensate, So we did best practice. We looked at our feed, our fertiliser. We use a slow release fertiliser actually, that would enable us to use less of it and less often. We looked at our procurement, so we source everything locally now. We did a SWOT analysis. We looked at our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. Again, we were all well educated, and we were doing stuff in some cases that was good for the environment that we actually didn't even realise.
You were doing it yourself.
We were doing it anyway, but then we've certainly come a long way since then too. We've actioned some. We measured our carbon footprint. So then what we could offset then our emissions by, say, Kieran's done an awful lot of planting in the last couple of months. We would have increased the biodiversity back into the land. So by hedging trees, loads of stuff we got out of the programme. Absolutely, like invaluable to us, you know.
Yeah, it's an amazing story. How big a lawn can you put down? Because I mean, I'm thinking maybe a small semi-detached house with a bit out the back would be ideal, but do you do it by volume?
Absolutely.
Could you do a pitch?
Yeah, if we were asked, we could, no problem. Absolutely, yeah, anything small. And you know, someone comes for 2 rolls or someone comes for 1,000 rolls, and they're treated equally, right? We love all our customers, but we do absolutely anything. There's no limit, be it big or small.
The funny thing about lawns is that we went through a phase there where the astroturf out in the back garden was popular until people realised, it actually gets a bit shabby after a while. It's kind of, we've moved on from it again, haven't we? It was a bit of a fad.
Definitely from an environmental point of view, right, it's a no, because Kieran would have worked as well in the DIY SOS programmes. So he would have met Dermot Gavin and all the guys who really are into...
Well, they like the real grass now, none of the macchia stuff for them.
Yeah, has to be real grass. Yeah, has to be real grass. Yeah, absolutely.
So where does the business go from here? I mean, are you limited to selling in Cork because the product kind of, has a bit of a shelf life, or can you send it right around the country and even abroad?
Yeah, we wouldn't send it abroad, right? I wouldn't go that far, but we certainly would expand. Cork is our main business, but we certainly, we use transportation services, so we can deliver anywhere. We've actually had pallets gone to Dublin this week. We supply a lot to Waterford and Limerick as well, but primarily it is Cork. What is the website if people want to look you up? So it's kmclawnturf.ie. It's our website. You can buy online or you can buy over the phone. So,
Simple as that. And you deliver?
Oh, we deliver. You order online, you'd have your delivery within 2 to 3 days, freshly harvested, local. So, yeah, absolutely. Readily available, no limits.
It is definitely farming of a different kind. But it really is interesting. Rose O'Donovan of KMC Lawnturf, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, Jonathan. Thanks for having me.
That is it for this episode of Red Business in Focus. Make sure you join us next week. We're going to chat with Conor Hyde of Hyde Irish Whiskey. Today, they export 23 different Irish whiskey expressions, as they call them, to over 65 export markets. Over the past decade, Hyde Whiskey has won dozens of gold medal taste awards all around the world, including the Oscars of the World Whiskey Awards in San Francisco, in London and in Tokyo. Very much look forward to hearing about that success story. And maybe he might bring a bit of whiskey as well. That mightn't be a bad thing. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.